Tonight, but expectations are a very big thing for us because your whole life revolves around expectations, and you put expectations on yourself, and you put expectations on everybody else, and you're just constantly in that mode the whole day. So what you have to do is you have to again be very aware of these expectations that you're placing on other people. How many times do you say that person didn't do the right thing? Anybody saying that? All day long, because that's an expectation. Right? How many times your whole day revolves around an expectation? You get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, what do you expect to see? Johnny Depp or yourself? Right? You expect to see yourself. Right? You look in the mirror, if you saw Johnny Depp, you get nervous. What the hell is Johnny Depp doing here? Right? So you would get nervous. So you know your whole day. You expect to get in your car, and your car doesn't. You expect these are like your whole day is kind of working off expectation. But now you start putting it on other people, and you start putting it on yourself. Now, I'll never forget when I first started speaking, I didn't know anything about speaking and get in front of groups, and then we started like had products to sell or whatever it was. So they had like a boot camp, and they teach you how to speak from the front of the room and sell stuff. It's like a whole system. And so you go in and the guy says, okay, here's what you do, and you get in front of the room, and you got to say this, and what you want to do is get everybody to keep nodding their head. That's what the guy wanted you to do. So he said, that's when you knew you were like hypnotizing everybody. So he like said, okay, don't you want to make more money? And everybody goes, don't you want to work less? Everybody says, don't you want to? So you get so there's like a whole system of doing this. And he said, and then you get to a certain point, and then you say, this is what I'm going to do. And then you kind of tell them all these wonderful things you're going to do. And then you say the price. And then you say to everybody, isn't it worth it for that price? But to do this, everybody goes like this. You said, but I haven't made a deal for you. Then you lower the price. Then it's a whole system of how to do it. And these guys, when I watch them now, I know that they went to school. And the people in the audience don't know what they're doing. Because they're actually using techniques. They're using subconscious techniques on these people. It's like subliminal advertising like they used to do in the old days in the movies. Where the old time movies would put like Coca-Cola, I bet you didn't know. Then you came out and you're like, I want a Coca-Cola, why? But it was like, it's kind of like the same thing. So I remember, and then he had a whole formula. The guy said, okay, you're going to have this many, X number of people in the room, and then you're going to sell for this amount of percentage, and then it's going to equal this dollar amount, and this is what's going to come out. So now, the first time I go to do this, now I'm like sitting there, and I have these things, and I had certain products, and I knew exactly what I was doing, and I knew what I was selling, and I was counting how many people were in the room, and I was like trying, and now I'm saying, okay, this is what I have to do, and I have to say it this way. So what was bad about this was, I was so focused on all this, I totally lost focus on what I was actually going to talk about. Which was not a good thing. Because I'm so focused on this, I kind of lost my way a little bit into my topic. And I did the whole thing, and it didn't work out. Because my expectation was I was supposed to have a certain number of sales in that room, or I sucked. Right? How many of us do this to ourselves? Oh, if I don't get this much, I'm no good. If I don't get this much, I'm no good. If I don't do this, I'm no good. So now, you have to just do it because you want to do it. And take the expectation off. Very hard. Very difficult. Because you're so geared and trained to live off an expectation that the idea that I'm just doing something because that's what I want to do or that feels good is all I have to do. And then I have to trust, which is where we get in trouble, that the universe will take care of the back end.